What if I told you doctors could now stop heart attacks by editing your DNA? Scientists have now tested a CRISPR gene editing treatment designed to permanently lower dangerous cholesterol levels, and the early results are actually stunning. But to understand why this matters, we first need to see how cholesterol silently damages your arteries for years before the heart attack actually happens. Your blood carries cholesterol everywhere in your body. One type of cholesterol is LDL cholesterol, often known as the bad cholesterol. LDL itself isn't actually evil. Your body actually needs cholesterol to build cells and hormones. The problem starts when there's too much LDL in the bloodstream. Tiny LDL particles begin slipping into the walls of arteries. The immune system sees this as a damage and sends white blood cells to attack the cholesterol. Over time, this creates inflammation and sticky fatty deposits called plaques. These plaques slowly harden and narrow the arteries, a condition called atherosclerosis. So, now imagine a blood vessel supplying oxygen to your heart. As plaque grows, less blood can pass through. Then one day, the plaque can suddenly rupture. Your blood tries to repair the rupture by forming a blood clot, but that clot can completely block the blood flow. Part of the heart muscle starts losing oxygen and begins to die off. And this is called a heart attack. This process can silently develop for over decades before symptoms appear. That's why lowering LDL cholesterol is one of the biggest goals in heart disease prevention. Doctors already use treatments like statins and injectable cholesterol lowering drugs. These medications can work really well, but some people forget doses, stop taking them, or struggle with side effects. When treatment stops, LDL cholesterol rises all over again. For people with inherited cholesterol disorders, levels can stay dangerously high for their entire lives. So scientists started asking, what if we can permanently lower cholesterol with a single treatment? That question led researchers to CRISPR. CRISPR is a powerful gene editing technology. Think of it like molecular scissors, guided by a GPS. Scientists program CRISPR to search for a specific genetic sequence inside cells. Once it finds the target zone, CRISPR cuts the DNA at the exact spot. In this study, researchers targeted a gene called ANGPTL3 gene. This gene helps regulate LDL cholesterol and triglycerides in the bloodstream. Some people are naturally born with inactive ANGPTL3 genes. Those individuals have very low cholesterol levels and much lower heart disease risks. Scientists wanted to recreate the natural protection using CRISPR. The treatment, called CTX310, was delivered through a one-time IV infusion. Tiny lipid particles carried the CRISPR editor into liver cells. Why the liver? Because the liver controls much of the body's cholesterol production and removal. Once inside the liver cells, CRISPR edited the ANGPTL3 gene, reducing its activity. That caused LDL cholesterol and triglycerides levels to drop dramatically. Do you want to hear something even more shocking? The first human trial for cholesterol gene editing therapy had already occurred. Research treated adults with severe lipid disorders, including inherited high cholesterol conditions, and the results were remarkable. LDL cholesterol dropped by nearly 50%, along with triglycerides, and some patients had reductions close to about 60%. Even more surprising, the cholesterol reduction began within weeks after just one treatment, and unlike daily medication, the effects continued without repeated dosing. Researchers also reported no major treatment-related safety problems in the early trial. Some patients experienced mild short-term side effects like nausea or infusion reaction, but most resolved quickly. It's important to understand that this isn't just about cholesterol. CRISPR could completely transform how we treat chronic diseases. For decades, medicine had mostly controlled diseases temporarily, but gene editing introduces something newer, treating disease as its genetic source. Instead of taking medications every day for life, future patients might receive a one-time therapy that lasts for years or even permanently. Scientists are already studying CRISPR for heart disease, sickle cell disease, rare genetic disorder, some cancers, and many inherited conditions. This could be one of the most biggest medical revolutions in the century. But it's still important to understand that CRISPR is still very new. Gene editing permanently damages the DNA. That means scientists must carefully study long-term safety. Researchers still need larger studies and years of monitoring before this treatment becomes widely available. There are so many ethical questions. Who should receive one gene editing therapy? How expensive will it be? And could gene editing eventually be misused? So while this breakthrough is exciting, experts are still saying we are at the beginning. For the first time, scientists may have found a way to permanently lower dangerous cholesterols with a single CRISPR treatment. And if future studies succeed, this technology could prevent countless of heart attacks before they even happen. Would you try a long-time gene editing therapy to lower cholesterol forever? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more videos exploring the future of science, medicine, and human body.